at this show today. We have presses and laterals. I really focus on just keeping nice round shoulders, and with that I make sure that I lift a little bit heavier on my shoulder days now. I did in the past, but I do now to make sure my shoulders are always matching the roundness and the bubbliness of my legs. So in order to do that, I got to lift a little bit more weight from my shoulders. Now I go into my standard military press. The weight doesn't need to be a whole bunch of heavy. Again, it always depends on how you're doing the motion. So here I'm doing a standard military press. So my knees are semi-bent, but I'm not using my legs to get the weight up. So it's literally just all shoulders and upper body to make sure I'm moving that weight through the air, straight up, straight down in a nice straight line. You can do these quite often if you would like. I also, before I get started, if you notice, I'll make sure to look at my feet and double check on making sure my feet are in line before I start my presses. Going into machine lateral raises. Now I'll switch up all different type of lateral raises. It could be machine, it could be dumbbell, it could be cables, it can be any type of variation. Just kind of getting the blood in the muscle and really focus on the medial delt, which we always want to be nice and round and bubbly to match my legs. So you can switch this out on any type of shoulder day, any machine, and just find the variation that you're actually feeling it in your shoulders the most and not your traps. So here the weight is still going to be a little bit heavier, but I kind of do different rep ranges with the lateral raises versus my pressing motions. Now on my shoulder days, I always make sure to do my incline chest presses. That's the only chest exercise that I do during the improvement season, and that's to make sure that I'm maintaining a good little bit of cleavage at the top. Since my chest is the way it is, we like to get a little bit of curve there, but we get the curve from muscle. So that's how I do my incline chest movement. So that way when I'm in my suit, everything's filled out nicely and everything has a curve to it. So that's the reason we work incline chest. But also it really touches those front delts too to make sure those are nice and round. Now I'm finishing out the day. I don't ever really do seated lateral raises, or I haven't in a very, very long time. So that was interesting to try this day. So I still kept the weight relatively heavy, but I made sure to kind of lean back against the pad, so it's almost like slightly an incline lateral raise. So it was cool to switch it up because usually I'll do my lateral raises standing. So this gave me the opportunity to lift even less weight, but still really feel taxed.